Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku Chris is Talking. Before we start, I just want to say basically I'm still on holiday. I'm visiting family, so my videos aren't going to be like normal. That's why they're a bit all over the place, and that's also why my in-depth reviews won't be as in-depth as usual because family are like, "Where are you, Chris? Where are you, Chris?" I'm like, "I'm doing some video. God damn it!" But basically, yeah. So at the moment, yeah, this video is not going to be like a proper in-depth thing. Just going to be a quick reaction review about this Rick and Morty episode. So this is your weekly Rick and Morty. Where is this? How do you forget what it is? Weekly Rick and Morty, a reaction review, I don't know, breakthrough, whatever the fuck, the editing Chris decides to do. Why am I talking to myself in second person like I'm what? You know what? If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe as I do make regular videos, regular Rick and Morty videos, anime, otaku, manga stuff as well, and I think you may be interested in all that stuff. So, in a nutshell, this episode pretty much focused on Rick and Morty kind of facing their own demons, and this basically came out from Rick and Morty actually going through a detox, and then this detox machine thing pretty much removed all the toxins that were inside Rick and Morty, and it turns out to be that the toxins were themselves. So the whole Morty that we hate, where he's all weak, pathetic, and he's continuously sad, and there's no ambition in anything, that was just removed from him. So then we end up having some crazy. Bloody what? I want to swallow. Gay. Basically, I'm eating chewing gum right now, and it's really annoying because I'm talking and basically saliva's building up, and I'm like, oh my god, can they hear that I need to swallow? That's also really relevant because in this episode, Rick is speaking to some next guy who he speaks, and he's not swallowing his saliva. I feel like that guy. So, in a nutshell, the villains once again were Rick and Morty, and the action was really cool because we got to see what would happen if Rick was fighting Rick. And even though like one of the Ricks was the toxins, which was the evil genius Rick who would do anything to get shit done, the positive Rick was still a genius, but it's like you need both sides. You need the yin and the yang. And in a way, it kind of felt really off at first when like the nice Rick and Morty were having a good time. I was like, this doesn't feel right. It just feels kind of sickly, I felt like I had diabetes. It was so sweet, so nice, so goody two shoes. I was like, fuck man, this is disgusting. And then we got to see the real Rick and Morty who was stuck in a toxin chamber, and I was like, oh. So overall, I really did like this episode. I like as well that we got to see another gadget that Rick has kind of embedded inside himself. Like in his brain, he had like this weird gun thing, which he can control. And I'm happy that they showed that because in the last episode, we saw that Rick is actually extremely cybernetic. He has loads of cybernetic parts. So I'm wondering if, as the episodes will go on, we'll get to see more of those. I feel like Morty stole the show in this because Morty's normally the weakling and normally is just basically shit. And in this episode, Morty was the one in control. He was super cool. He ended up actually getting all the girls he wanted. He got Jessica, but then he was such a dick about it that he kind of lost her. And then what's crazy is that she understood that he was so open that she just kind of told him straight. And he was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. And it's in a way, it's like we all have that side of basically we all have that Morty inside all of us, that confident can do anything, but we also have to have that balance. Otherwise, it can just be a bit too much. And imagine if you watch Rick and Morty, where Rick is just the goody two shoes, apologizing for everything, and just kind of like, what? And in that sense, like it shows you what the series would be like and how a lot of other family-friendly films and family-friendly TV series are. There were loads of different references inside this as well, which I thought was really cool, especially the American Psycho reference at the very end when you see Morty in his like penthouse and he's got that new girlfriend and she's talking about the safe word and everything. I was like, that's actually pretty awesome. Morty did have a girlfriend who they ended up leaving in a toxin chamber, which I thought was hilarious because they didn't even bring her back. I was like, are we gonna see her again? But we saw her again at the very end, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, so there's a whole bunch of things inside here which I thought was so overall this episode was amazing. I don't think it was one of the best episodes, but it was a really good episode. Personally, I like every episode of Rick and Morty, so I'm just gonna drop doing like numbers because it's like every episode's sick. It just depends on what you want in an episode. What did you guys think of this episode? Sorry, this video is literally just me just talking. I honestly, just to find time to get away from family to even make this review was impossible enough to watch Rick and Morty, because like they're like, what are you doing? I'm just gonna go upstairs and do some work, and they're like, oh, I'm like, god damn it, YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, whatever it is. If I get dislikes, fuck it. What did you guys think of this episode? What did you think of this review? this fucking random talk. Yeah, how are you guys? I know loads of you guys are going back to school, college, uni, all that shit. Like, you guys excited and whatnot, and I'm not. Actually, I am. Tell a lie. I'm studying soon for something. But yeah, I'll let you guys know more good news because it will basically affect this channel in a positive way. Hope you guys do subscribe, and thank you guys for watching my Nanatinizer video. If you guys do like 7 Deadly Sins or you want to see some crazy action, catch up to 7 Deadly Sins, then watch my video and we can talk about the awesomeness and praise the sun. Have a great day. Peace.